Hello and welcome to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zullen Ironshield. Alright, you guys, we're on our way to Dwalling to talk to Hob Hillbrow. We just left off Oathbottom and North Cotton Farmstead. And we're on our way. There's the Brandywine River, you guys. Oh, here, there's a sign here. We can see where we're going. Yep, that's where you just came from. Dwalling. This way, it says. Cool. We're on our way, you guys. Look at how beautiful this valley is right here. This is really pretty. Uh-oh. That doesn't look very pretty, though. What's going on there? Oh, we're being attacked by a goblin! Run! Run, Remy! Ride! You can outrun these goblins. Yeah, you can't catch us, goblins. Whoa, what's happening? There's brigands in the town! What is happening? Whoa, what is happening to these houses? Will I never? Where is our friend we have to talk with? Alright, we're gonna bind to this thing real quick. There he is. Alright, what's happening, Mr. Hob?
Can't a body be left alone?
Can't the body be left alone? I'm very happy to hear that the market is starting tomorrow, but I fear we will not be able to make it. There is too much afoot here to leave.
Might I have a word with you?
Might I have a word with you? Minstrel, I beg your pardon, but I haven't any other to turn to in these dark times. Please, hear me out. Dwalling has never been a rich town, but we have always gotten by on our own. Many of the best glassblowers in the Shire were found in these holes. My dad, before me, was a glassblower, best in the North and East Farthing, and I learned the trade from him. Recently, things turned for the worst for our little town. What with all of the wild creatures about, folk are plain afraid of the North Bounds nowadays. Most of the folk have moved away and sold off their property after business stopped. A hobbit out of West Farthing sent letters and contracts up this way, purchasing holes and land until he bought up almost the whole town. That's when all the trouble began. I used to get my tools for glassblowing repaired by a dear old friend who lived in Dwalling, but he moved away not a week ago. Before he left, he swore he would finish fixing them up. If you would, head into Dwalling and see if he left them on his stoop. Stoop, interesting word. His hole was on the north side of the town. The tools should be in the satchel or bag. I would be deeply in your debt. We'd be glad to help. Of course, of course. Alright, so I think we should also take these other quests from these guys, since we're here. Because they have rings. By the way, they're grayed out because they're below our level, you guys. But we're doing them because they're cool story quests. We're helping hobbits, right? We like to help the hobbits.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Could I take a moment of your time? Their voice actor's the same, so I might kind of adjust the voice a little bit and change. I don't know what his voice will be. Can I get a moment of your time? Maybe he's a more mature and older sounding hobbit. It must have been the beginning of fall. I was with my son on the banks of the Brandywine every day, enjoying the sun, a fine meal, and a full pipe, while he sat and played with his favorite toy, a piece of lead fashioned into a small dog by the side of the river. Oh, don't use lead, people. Lead is bad for you. It's poisonous. My boy was very fond of this toy, but when it came time to leave, it wasn't anywhere to be found. I tried to console him with one of my stories. I created quite a wonderful tale about the toy's whereabouts, but if you are heading that way, perhaps you could search for it. The toy has to be somewhere in the Brandywine. The sand marshes north and east of Dwalling. I have heard that strange burrowing creatures have since inhabited the area. There is a good chance one of them could have swallowed it up, thinking it was food. If it was, he's gonna die from lead poisoning.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Might I speak with you a moment? Although not many know this, I heard about that business down south of here with the goblins. They are up to no good around these parts too. I swear, I saw one of them kill one of the spiders and drag it back to their camp. Though, while they would want something so vile, I surely can't say. I wonder if these goblins consider spider a delicacy of some kind. Though that thought makes me shudder. Maybe you ought to go out to the camp at the Bleakleaf Crest out south of here and see if you can find the spider they dragged off. Mayhaps, and that's what it says, mayhaps that spider corpse might tell us something about these goblins. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so anyone else have quests for us while we're here? Oh, see, look, they made little beautiful glass jars. Everyone knows what glass blowing is, right? Everyone? I mean, maybe if you are younger watching our video, it's usually when they put they melt glass down, right? Glass is melted down in a fire, usually, right? And then they actually have like a tube, and it's at the end, and they blow into it, and it molds it, and they like push it against stuff, right? And they mold the glass while it's red hot, glowing, right? And then they hold it and they cool it, and then you get something that's glass and pretty, right? That's what glass blowing is. It's really an art. See, oh, well, look at here. Here's your example. See this metal pike he's holding? It's probably hollow on one end, so he can blow into it, because it expands the hot glass, right? Because it's like a liquid, like almost like taffy, right? It's like all gooey when it's that hot, and he shapes it and turns it into little glass things. There's your lesson for the day, everyone. All right, let's see what this quest is.
Please, stay a moment.
Please, stay a moment. Minstrel, I am glad you have come by. We have been trying to slowly rebuild what we can. It has taken much effort, but I am afraid it will soon be all for naught. We are glass blowers here in Dwelling. Always have been, always will be. Well, I hope we always will be. We have been running gravely low on supplies as of late. The new townfolk and creatures about the sands have kept us from venturing too far. We barely have enough to finish our next order. I used to get white sand for my glass blowing. Guys, by the way, usually glass is made out of sand, quartz, types of quartz, crystal, right? From the sand. Good thing to know. This is really cool. We're actually getting a learning lesson out of this quest. This is why I love LOTRO, you guys. You learn words, you learn history about real things, you learn flora, you learn how glass blowing works, right? I used to get white sand for my glass blowing from a dear old friend who would travel into the Barendulf to the northeast of Dwelling, but he moved away not a week ago. If you would, travel up to the sand marshes and get me some. I would be deeply in your debt. Alright. Sweet. So, oh, look at that. There's an old Numenorian fortress on that. On the other side of this mountain range, you guys, is the old city of Numenos, which was like one of the capitals of Arnor, right? Pretty cool. We're gonna get to quests in there. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Oh, look at this wall. It's all beat up. Alright, so what do we have to do here? So, we have to do a bunch of that stuff. So let's travel into town and see if we can get those tools real quick. So apparently, there's tons of chief's workers who will attack us, apparently. I don't know why that's like a thing. Do they attack? Yeah, they do. Huh. Oh, he's dead. Whoa! What I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna get the tools. I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna pick up the glass and stuff and find the toy, and then I will do it for you guys, so you don't have to watch me do that whole part. Where are they? Should be right around here, the tools. There's a little doorbell. It says the tools should be right around here. Are they above us? Oh, they're above us on the hill. They're above us on the hill, my friends! Climb the hobbit hole! Ha ha ha! What are you doing, lady? Stop attacking us. Haha! Headbutt! I missed. Oh, Chief's captain. You want a headbutt? Headbutt! I knocked him out with a headbutt! Ah, we finally did it, you guys! We knocked someone out with a headbutt! Right in the gut, man. Ooh, almost 1,200 damage. Yikes. Okay, there's the satchel. Oh man, look at they destroyed this cute hobbit hole. That's such a bummer. Satchel of glassbone tools. Alright, got it. Bring the satchel to Hob Hill. We will do that, but we are going to actually get out of the town first, and we're going to go and collect the things. Let me show you the beach real quick, and then I will do all the work so you guys don't have to watch me do it for 12 minutes. Don't want the whole episode to be me just walking around on the beach killing creatures. I love that music though, that battle music. Alright, here we go. Now that we're out of the scary town. Look at how pretty that is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh gosh, it's not beautiful when you get these little creeper. Ah! It's boggarts! Yes, they're a type of goblin, but they're really tiny and really annoying. Guys, you've seen a boggart for the first time in Lord of the Rings. Bad. Bad creatures. Bad. They usually hunt in packs. Alright. Oh look guys, here's the sand. The beautiful white sand that he makes his glass out of. Alright, so there's what we're getting with the sand. So I'm going to collect a bunch of those. And then I'm also going to get the tunnelers that I want to show you before I do it. Wow, we are doing lots of damage now. It's so fun. Remember how I was saying like 20 episodes ago that like we'll start killing things really fast and it'll be a lot faster when we do stuff, right? That's definitely happening now. Definitely. Alright, so here's the beach. This is the beach going along the Brandywine. Just a quick little map, right? There it is, right? The Brandywine going down to the Shire Brandywine that goes down north, right? South, I mean. South. We're north of that. And then here's the water that comes in. Remember how I showed you that in Trestle Bridge, that deep cavern over the bridge, right? It goes through here, and it actually comes out right here and goes into the Brandywine. So if you look down there around this mountain corner, you can actually see that. We'll see it later, that opening, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, so kind of cool. Oh, look, salamander. These things are so cool. I'm pretty sure they breathe fire. I'm not gonna let him know, because he'll burn my coat. My cool thing. I think these are the burrowers he was talking about. Sand Norbog. Yeah, burrowing sand Norbog. These are the things that were... These are the ones he was talking about. Oh! We found the small lead dog! The toy! We found it! That's awesome. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and collect all the sand. So, Kazad! I menu. Alright, I'm not fully done, guys, but I just realized when I was walking away. See that little boatyard? They just added this. This is a new region, which is pretty cool. We'll probably see it later, because it's in Breeland. And this area used to be nothing. See where we're standing right there? So we're in Evendom now. This area used to be nothing. You couldn't go there. You couldn't go past this area like this where my mouse is. And they add this whole area, the Wildwood. So see, we're on the other side. We're in Evendom. But that's where the Traders' Wharf is what we're looking at. And there's a little town here and stuff. And it's really cool. There's a mine. There's mines right here. It's really cool. We'll have to see that later on. Human mines. Yep. And the water comes out over there. It's really just freaking cool game. Man, it's a cool game. Freaking cool game. All right. We back. Kazad! I menu. All right. I'm actually still not completely done. But look at this view. There's a butterfly. So pretty. Isn't that cool? Look at the clouds. Freaking awesome, right? You know, I'm going north along the Brandywine. We're going to go get that spider. Oh, wait, can I not go farther than this? Darn it, it's a dead end. No! Anyway, it was a really pretty view right there, though. Look at that view. We came here just to see that view, you guys. If you're enjoying this, like and subscribe, please. It helps me out. Share the video. It's really, I love it. I'm getting more and more people that are seeing the videos. It's so much fun. You know, some people are probably going to ask me, you know, Zolan. Let's use Zolan, right? Is the game more tedious now that you have to plan and do voiceovers and stuff and like you can't just play the game? My answer would be no. I'm actually having more fun now that I'm older because the game was so fun when I was in high school, right? And the game is still a blast for adults, right? I still love it. but like I've played it so much that like the battling can get and questing, and you're not reading them. If you're not reading them and enjoying them yourself, you're just kind of just going through it so you can get to end game. You get to play with other people at the next level. It's like, it's fun. It is fun. I'm not gonna say it's not fun, but I don't think it's quite as fun as now that I'm doing videos and voiceovers with you guys. I'm actually enjoying it more now, so that's fun. That's kind of fun because like I had advice from Nerd of the Rings channel, who is a really friend of mine. He was telling me, you need to do some things, Zolan, that really you'll enjoy. Otherwise, you'll get tired of it. And I'm psyched when I'm making these videos. I'm having so much fun, right? So, like, I think I found the right thing. And I hope you guys are having fun, too. Because that's my goal. I'm having fun, and you're having fun. All right, sweet. So I got all the sand. So anyway, not to give you a whole thing about, but I just thought, you know, just want to let you guys know that I'm really enjoying doing these with you guys, and I really appreciate it that you're here and you're watching them and you're liking the videos. It really means a lot, and I hope that you're having a blast too, enjoying the scenery. My voiceovers are getting better and better. I hope to get to a point where I'm like really they're really good, you know? I already think they're pretty good, but you know, as we all always, this is good advice for everyone. We always judge ourselves more than other people judge us, right? So we're thinking, oh my gosh, everyone's thinking I did that bad, or you know, I did a speech in front of someone, and you're like, oh, I did this wrong, I did that wrong. No one was thinking that probably. No one, right? It was just you. You know, we judge ourselves a lot harsher than other people judge us. So we just need to be good about things and just go for it. You're doing things good. Put your mind to it. If you put your mind to it, you're gonna do it. Don't say, I think I can do that. Say, I know I can do that, right? That's Zolan's advice to everyone watching, including myself. All right, so the spider's in here, but enough about that. Let's go have some more killing to do. Out of our way, goblins! Axe! Whoa! Aha, there's the spider. Corpse of spider. A quick examination of the spider's remains revealed that the goblins have let it lie, virtually untouched. All the ichor and venom of the spider seem to have been collected by the goblins. Scary. Okay. Well, we have the sand, we have the toy, we have the spider info, and we have the tools that they all wanted us, those 4 quests. So let's go bring them in. Let's see, how far are we here? Do I need to do a teleport? It's right there. We don't need to teleport. We'll be there in 3 seconds. And I could drink some of this delicious. You guys ever get these? Aha, sparkling water. It's like, has the flavor of like watermelon and lime, and it's like nothing actually in it. It's really good. Okay, anyway, my videos are going to be all about advertising drinks. These people are going to have to sponsor me. Just kidding. All right, here we go. All right, here we are. We're back.
What do you need?
What do you need? You have the sand? Just in the nick of time, too. My lads were just finishing up the last of our supplies. Oh, okay, these are the lads. They need our help now. A little touch of red sand.
Stay and have some tea.
Oh, now we're actually, it gives us level. Stay and have some tea. We use many materials to make different sands of glass, shades of glass. One of the colors I've tasked with is red. It is not an overly difficult color to make, but it does require a fair amount of supplies in order to bring out a bright crimson. Salamander scales are the best materials I've found around here for producing red glass. Unfortunately, our stores are low. So we cannot make any more red or orange. You can find sand-swept scales on the salamanders within the southern dunes of the Barandolf, to the north and east of here. If you could collect me a bunch, I would be grateful. What else he's got?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Could I take a moment of your time? We use many materials to make different shades of glass. My favorite color to make is blue. I like blue too. It's one of my favorite colors. It is a hard and a tricky color, particularly when you want to make a glass which looks like a flowing river, that's what he was. I've only found one thing that can make it look how I like, and that is a river stone. river stones the goblins have taken from the Brandywine. Simple, you say, but not so. I tried to gather them myself, but the color didn't come out the same. Something the goblins must do changes the stone somehow. If you can go to the Bleakleaf Crest and collect several of the stones from the goblins for me, I would be grateful. I could make the most beautiful tea set you have ever seen. You guys like tea? I love tea. I like tea so much that I keep my cast iron teapot right here. See, it's actually a teapot. Put a little tea in there, close it up. Has a good cast iron sound. Alright, moving on. See what she needs from us.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Good day. Might I have a word with you? The most challenging part of making glass is getting it to sparkle just so. You don't have to do this with all glass, but mostly you do. We have found that the what's that word? Limrofrin within the dunes carry, or are made of something we call essence. I don't know exactly what it is, nor how they got it. All I know is that it somehow makes glass sparkle. And on that, I'm not even really sure how.
By the way, so these are like glowing entity things, which you've probably seen. They're like floating, and they just kind of come at you. You'll see. We'll see them in a minute. You can find the so they're called Limrofin? Yeah, Limrofin among the dunes of the Barendalf, just north of here. Bring me a bunch of these essences, and I'll be quite appreciative.
Well, what a way to put it, you know?
Stay and have some tea.
Stay and have some tea. Glass is a difficult thing to color. There are lots of materials to gather up to make any individual shade. Green is not all that hard to make, but what we use may surprise you. I know the sand nerve bug look brown and blend in with the dunes. However, if you crack their shells and look at the underside, you see a color as green as the grass itself. You can find these sand nergbri. We'll say nergbri. Well, I will say nerg. This is a challenging word, my friends. Sand nerbjug all over the southern dunes of the Barendalf, just north of here. Bring me a bunch of their shells, and I can mix up the powders for some green glass.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's talk to our main people here too now.
Hello.
We did this guy's different voice. Hello, hello. Were you about to find the toy, Zullen? Ah, I see you did. Many thanks to you.
Might I have a word with you?
Might I have a word with you? If my last task was not too taxing, I am in great need of some assistance from a fellow lover of the written word. Oh, we do love the written word, we do. I would hope that a minstrel of your reputation would be interested in assisting me. Not long ago, I seemed to have misplaced a very important leaf of paper while I was walking with my notes. This paper contains the beginning lines of a story I planned on writing for my children that has been conjuring in my head for some time now. Now that most of the town has been sold off, I have not been able to search for my paper. The last time I tried to have a look around, I was chased off by a group of those ruffians. I would rewrite it, but I cannot seem to recall the exact wording. If you could find it, I would be deeply in your debt. I think I dropped it somewhere in town. I think I saw that paper actually when we got the tools for him. Or the other guy. I think I know where that is. Alright, so let's talk to Mr. Bog Green Neaves. Interesting.
Can't a body be left alone?
Can't a body be left alone? They took the venom from the spiders? Well, that's no good. And you have found hobgoblins as well? That's even worse.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Could I take a moment of your time? What? Those goblins want with the spider's innards is a puzzle? To be sure, but there's one thing I do not for certain know for certain. They are up to no good. Maybe if you kill off the spiders, the goblins will go away. There's more than anyone can handle out east of here. The North Moors are crawling with them. It certainly won't make any of us sorry to see the beasts dead. You just be careful, though. Alright. We can kill some spiders.
It's been a foul day, it has.
It's been a foul day, it has. You have the tools? Very good. I can now get back to working again.
Might I have a word with you?
Might I have a word with you? Now, this hobbit I was telling you about before, let big men buy up all the land right here in the Shire. I have talked to Ronald Dwale about sending a letter to old Will Whitefoot, the mayor, but I don't know what he can do against a sound contract like the one sent to my door. One of my dear friends, Pirlilla Gamgee, is away in the West Farthing looking for a snug hole to start over in, and I told her that I would look after her home while she was away. Those new men in town have a foul look about them. My eyes lost where I was. Sorry. Those new men in town have a foul look about them, and I don't trust them, even if they claim to be here to help. If you could, go down and check on Pirlilla Gamgee's residence, just east of here in Dwalling. You look like you could hold your own if any of those ruffians gave you any trouble. Of course, we're a dwarf. You really think a couple human ruffians are gonna bother us? No. We can do that for you. Wait, do we have another quest from this guy? What in the world?
Please, stay a moment.
Please, stay a moment. I have lived here for a great time, minstrel, and have studied the behavior of many of the local creatures. Listen to me. Then, when I tell you that a great danger is breeding among the sands of the Barandalf, I speak of the Nurgri. We'll get that word, guys. Nurgri, vile insects that can be found now among the dunes in great numbers. If we do not do something, and quickly, I fear that the Nungri will swarm, and whenever they swarm north or south is Hold on. My eyes must be getting tired. Immaterial, for these are good people in both directions. That's a weird word to use. Travel north of Dwalling onto the sands of the Barandolf that line the west bank of the Brandywine River and defeat any sand Nurgri that you find. We're just going with Nurgri because I don't think it's right, but we're just going to say it like that.
Might I have a word with you?
Might I have a word with you? We use the salamander scales as a material to grind down to make glass, and for that, they are important to us. But since Dwalling has been filled with those big folk, we haven't been as focused on gathering materials as we were before. This has caused the salamanders to run rampant. They are beginning to number an amount we cannot control, and I fear any hobbit who ventures out into the dunes may fall victim to one of them. While you are out there, defeat some of them and gather up their teeth. We may be able to find a way to make some clothing that can resist the cutting more. Be careful, Zolan. The salamanders can be vicious if you are not prepared. Alright, sounds good. Well, you guys, we did a lot of dialogue with these hobbits right here, and I think what we'll do is I might go around and get all these quests done, and then the next episode we'll come and turn them all in. I'm pretty sure that letter's in the same spot as those tools by that house. Alright, my friends, I will see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield, and it is always fun to be with you on the channel. Please, 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 like and subscribe. Don't forget to share with other people, too, guys. I got links down there for my Twitter if you want to ever talk to me like that, or I have my Twitch too, which I don't think I'm. We'll see. I might use Twitch in the future. We'll see. But I have those down there too, and a Patreon link too if you feel inclined to give me a little support in that way. But definitely views, likes, and happy comments. Those are very encouraging to me. All right, I'll see you in the next episode, my friends. Again, there's a subscribe button right here above me. There's more playlist episodes and playlists over there, and then we'll have another playlist right there. Have a good one, friends. Your hosting guides on Iron Shield out.